I am Tom, and you are watching me play Anthem. A bit has happened since last episode, going to this episode. I'll probably do some post-commentary, saying all the stuff that I did and just splice it in here, simply because I did a fair amount, and I don't want to, like, miss anything that I did. Right, trying to do it off memory here, so I'll just splice that in now. Hey everybody, it's Tom from the future here. I'm just going to go over the things I did in between episodes. The first thing was I did Yarrow's story quest. I continued that on a bit. It was kind of interesting. I liked it fairly well. We went out because there was a strider that had broken down and they needed help. It was like an emergency. Quick, you need to go out and help them really quickly. We went out there and it was very obvious to me, but not so obvious to my character, that the freelancer, quote-unquote, wasn't actually a freelancer that we were helping, and he was clearly just stealing the strider. That seemed really obvious to me from the start, but we helped him anyway because our character had no idea. We then went back to talk to Yarrow, and he was like, "That's really weird. This quote-unquote freelancer that you saved hasn't come back yet." I think his name was Diggs. I'm pretty sure it was Diggs. We then had a few other missions, and then we finally came out, and we found that Diggs was actually a smuggler from the Outlaw group. Gosh, horror, never would have guessed. And we set off to find him, and that's where we're up to now. I haven't done a huge amount other than that. It also updated the look of the sort of Wall of Memories area. So that's all updated and looks a bit better than it did previously. Secondly, we helped Bryn and did her missions. But her missions are like, I mean, they're fine, but they literally just go out and murder scars. Go out and find information about how we can better murder scars. Go out, kill some more scars. Protect these Arcanists while they find out how to kill scars. That's pretty much all it is. Which is fine as like a sort of, like, gameplay mechanic, because murdering scars is fun, but like, it's just, there's not a huge amount of character development in there. Well, there's not a huge amount of story in there, aside from Bryn slowly becoming to like us a bit more. That's the only thing you really get through conversations and stuff. And then finally, we had like the mini quests that you complete just by talking to people. Firstly, we helped bring Leanne, who is like the drunk lady down at the bar, and Mora, who is the fruit seller. We brought them together so that they could essentially start their indoor farm, because Mora was running into trouble where she had to either sell her patent, or she needed income so she could actually start the farm. And then we had Leanne, who still had some money left, but she couldn't do anything because she was a baker and she needed the grain and she couldn't do it anymore. So we brought them together so they could actually start the indoor farm and help them both. So that was nice. And we had another couple of conversations with the gossip guy, Neeson, I think his name is? Neeson, I'm pretty sure is his name. And honestly, the more I'm talking to him, the more I just pity him. Like, it's clearly that the character you're playing as just thinks he's an annoying shithead, which he is, don't get me wrong, but being an annoying shithead tends to make you lonely, and he's clearly like a lonely character, and I kind of feel bad for him. I think that was about it. I think the only other thing was, oh yeah, that's right. Yarrow wanted us to get the, I think Fortua Ale is what it was called. So I spoke to Max down at the bar, and I made a deal with her, and she said, I can get the ale in for you if you do this, this, and this, or whatever. So that all worked as well. And I think that was it. The only other thing we did was I did a bunch of free play, and I think that was it. Because I was doing a bunch of free play to get some drops for my Storm, which I unlocked from doing all this stuff. I got to level 16, which unlocked the Storm. I then did some free play to gear up the Storm to the correct level, essentially. And I think that was about everything. So cool. And we turn back to the episode now. Okay, and we're back. So the one thing that will be noticeable is I reached level 16, almost level 17 actually, and that allowed me to unlock the Storm, my new javelin. He's turning away from me. But this is my Storm here. He's cool. I'm really enjoying the Storm gameplay. Colossus and Storm I enjoy a lot more than the Interceptor thus far. Well, yeah, no, that's fair to say. So I'll be using the Storm from now on for a lot of my story stuff. And let's continue the main story without any further ado. I found Tassin. That was really difficult.
Freelancer, I trust your reunion with Halleck and Faye was productive.
There are a few less Dominion who will be bothering us.
Always good. So what's the next step?
The tomb of General TARSIS. They think her original javelin is still there.
I'll assume it's for more than just a historical tour.
Faye says that javelin could get us into the heart of Rage.
Then I'm glad I could bring old friends back together.
Well, we're still getting, reacquainted.
Make it work. In the meantime, Corvus has other jobs that might interest you.
You know me. I'll take any job I can get.
These aren't your usual run-of-the-mill contracts. They're tough.
I can handle it.
Then talk to my agent, Sev, for a full briefing. He's in the bar. Or rush in if you want. I know that's more the freelancer style. Whichever the case, keep up the good work.
I have nothing against Intel, thank you very much. Cool. Oh, that gave me a level, I think. Strongholds unlocked. Strongholds are combat-focused missions see you taking on difficult threats to a region something something something. Okay.
Could you come see me when you have a minute? We've got a complication.
Interesting. Is that... first things first, I'll go talk to Sev, because getting intel seems like a good idea. I'll probably cut this walking out through town, because... God damn, does it take a long time when you can't run.
Are you Sev? In the flesh. You must be the freelancer Tassin hired. Huh. You actually look capable.
Wish I could say the same for you.
Ouch! I'm one of Corvus's most underrated agents.
Who's drinking on the job?
I'm not a damn sentinel. Besides, there's nothing else to do in this shithole.
At first glance, Fort Tarsis may not seem like much, but...
It's a shithole. The bar doesn't even have a name.
I used to, but...
I know the story. All the stories. Let's just talk about the job. Corvus has received reports of Scars ambushing supply caravans.
Pretty standard.
Except they were using some new acidic weapon. Extremely potent, not the usual Scar fare.
Scars are scavengers. They must have gotten the acid from somewhere.
Great minds. I had a scout follow a trail of the gunk to a possible source. Your cipher has the coordinates.
Not bad, Sev. I guess you are underrated.
I earn my keep.
I'll let you know when I'm on my way.
Cool. Interestingly, let me look at my journal here. That has turned into a stronghold. I will do the stronghold on a separate video, and I won't chuck it in the... I won't chuck it in this playlist. I'll chuck it in the miscellaneous playlist. Because I'm interested to do this, but I'll do it later. I'm going to focus story at this point. Because that clearly isn't, like, story-focused. It's clearly, like... As far as I'm aware, the... Like, strongholds are, like, an endgame thing as well. You just redo the strongholds over and over again, is what I can tell thus far. Granted, I'm not there yet, so we'll find out, I suppose. And we go up to Faye, who is up here. You notice the wall of stories is a bit more decked out now, since I've done a bunch of missions for, for Yarrow. Much cooler in here now.
Thank you for coming to see me.
You said there was a complication? What's happened?
I took a look at the intel Zim gave us.
It's no good.
She promised us 1 location. She delivered 5.
Well, all right. That's, unexpected.
Zim's data is a fragment of text from the Legionnaire Leotrel the Unbroken. She was the General's right hand and, according to legend, the one who laid Tarsis to rest. The text mentions guardians and 4 tombs that must be visited to find the Javelin of Dawn. The data's barely readable. I'll try to get more out of it while you and Owen look for these tombs.
Right. Send me the locations. I'll check them out.
I already found all the tombs. Just by doing free play stuff, I went through free play, and I found all of these tombs. Essentially, you go around and you you do the free play achievements, kind of, the pseudo achievements. And after you do each one of them, it unlocks the tomb, and you can go to the tomb. And I went there, and then I got a bunch of shit from going into the tombs. There was I'll chuck a clip in of it now.
Aspirant, you have passed the trial of Legionnaire Yevenia. Enter and greet the Guardian.
And the second Guardian has been greeted. Halfway there.
But there's like a glowy door, you go in through the door, and it says you have passed the trial of whatever, whatever. And then you go in there and there's a sarcophagus, and you activate the sarcophagus, and it gave me a bunch of loot. So, like, I mean, I guess I pre-did that just by screwing around in free play, so that's cool, I suppose. Explore Bastion in free play to discover the final resting place of the 4 Legionnaires. To enter the tombs, you must first prove yourself worthy by completing the trials associated with each Legionnaire. Yeah, see, that's what I did. Tomb of Avena, Artinia, Gorners, and Carif. Enter the tombs by completing each Legionnaire's trial. These trials are listed in the Challenges section of the Codex under Expedition Challenges Freeplay. Yeah, I did that just because I noticed the challenges and I'm like... Granted, I'd already done about half of them before I realized they were there. But like, I saw challenges and I'm like, okay, I can complete these. So I did. I just thought there was something to do while you were in Freeplay. I didn't know they were actually, like, story related, but that's cool, I suppose. Saves me some time in the video. Vase mark the locations of the tombs on your map. Oh, that would have been easier. See, I found 3 of them, and then I spent ages looking for the 4th one, and I finally found it. I was like, oh, sweet. The last one I found was, like, right next to the entrance to, to the place, so that was interesting.
What are the...
See, I've already done it, so it immediately just, I just have to talk to Faye again, because I'm already done. I mean, cool. At least I didn't break anything.
I've greeted all the Guardians. What happens now?
I've been sorting through the
quick.
fragments of Legionnaire Leotrell's writing that Sim gave us. A lot of it is unreadable, and what's left is in a kind of code, typical for the Legion of Dawn. If I'm right, this last location should be the one we're hoping for. I'll back you up this time. We can start whenever you're ready.
Cool. Is this still out in free play? Look at the Javelin of General... Look for the Javelin of General TARSIS. Launch Expedition. I guess this is an expedition, not a free play. Let me just check if there's anything else going on. I don't think there is. Oh. I can talk to Tassin, so I'll do that, and then we'll head off on this expedition, I suppose. So that was kind of like, fortuitous that I'd already just happened to have done that. Six years. 6 fucking years. It's also worth noting that I'm now loading off an SSD, so this should happen a lot less, and yet, here we are. Alright, I'm just gonna reload. I'll be back. Oh, God. Alright, and we're back. Hopefully it loads this time. As I was saying before I restarted, I've actually, I got an SSD off Amazon, like a 500 gig SSD, just so I could have some of these games on here. And I wanted to try this on here specifically to see if the loading was any better. It is. It cuts it down to about a quarter of what that was. Unfortunately, that means that the loading screens are only 30 full seconds. A bit between 30 seconds and a minute, as opposed to between 2 minutes and like 5 minutes that they were on my hard drive. Which you guys probably haven't seen, but literally 2 to 5 minutes on my hard drive what they were before. Hey, Tassin.
I've been looking for you, freelancer.
Why does it feel like you want something?
Because I do.
Do you ever get tired of being a spy?
Sometimes, but what's truly tiring is being called a spy.
So if you're not a spy, then what are you?
I'm an intelligence agent. Now that I've answered your question,
She's a
I've
spy.
got one for you. Tell me what happened in the Heart of Rage.
Anything specific?
You went in with some of the finest Bastion freelancers. Why didn't they make it back?
It was chaos. Your guess is as good as mine.
Every other survivor was physically injured or psychologically scarred.
I was lucky.
Then you barely caught your breath before you started picking up contracts again.
Yeah, So,
So why weren't you damaged?
I'd say he probably was. Just deal with it with work, right?
maybe I was.
Why do you say that?
I lost friends in that storm. And when I got out, know what I felt? Happy. That screwed me up for a while.
That's a normal feeling to experience.
Really? Felt pretty glitched up to me. Anyway, how would you know?
I may not fly a javelin, but I have seen combat. I've lost friends too.
So are you damaged?
Probably.
You hide it well.
I work for Corvus. It's part of the job.
In my job, it helps to keep busy. The more I do, the less time I have to think.
Feeling relief for being alive doesn't make you a bad person. Trust me.
Sure. Trust you.
I know this wasn't easy. Next time we'll talk about something else.
Sure. We'll sit down and have a nice chat.
I'll be in touch.
I'm sure you will.
I mean, she was just trying to be nice there. I was kind of a dick towards the end of it, but I understand why. Survivor's guilt is a serious problem for a lot of people who come back from combat.
Shipper relics are playing havoc with this. I'll have to add more shielding.
Alright, cool. So I'm going to do this solo, because I've noticed that with the story missions, it's often better to do these solo rather than doing them in a group, because it's a bit immersion breaking on some of the missions. Some of them it's probably fine, but it's kind of like, I mean, how would you put it? It's kind of, there we go, private, it's fine. I had it, the reason it's on easy is because I did the, there was an event on to kill a bunch of Titans in free play, and when you're soloing them, I did the first one on normal difficulty. I mean, I could do it, it was just time consuming as fuck, so I put it on easy to do it quicker. But I got the achievement, so that's cool. I think it gave me like a cosmetic or something. In any case, I'll do this on normal. Easy is a bit too easy for general enemies, that's for damn sure. Private, let's go, keep us private. Sweet. I cut myself off there, what was I saying? Yeah, that's right. So it's, for some of the story missions, it's a bit immersion breaking. Like the one where we went and spoke to the leader of the Regulators. Oh, was she the leader of the Regulators? The woman who was calling herself a princess. I think she was Regulators. But like, when we had a group doing that, it didn't really make a lot of sense. Because like, we were essentially all there talking to Owen like he was our friend.
And connection established. It's strange doing this again.
Just like falling off a wall. You'll remember how it's done, no problem.
That's not what you're supposed to do with walls. Sending you the location now. Shall we? Owen, do you want to link in on this?
No, you've heard what they say about ciphers. One's a party, two's a crowd.
That's not how that saying goes.
Owen,
Right, I'll just get to the amplifier then.
We doing this mission or what? Where are we going?
The tomb of General TARSIS.
Wait, really? Tarsis herself?
According to Zim, it is.
I'm hoping we find her javelin buried with her. The Javelin of Dawn. You know the story of General TARSIS and the mountain.
That's a children's tale. She fights a storm monster and steals his voice to make a sword.
Yes, but you have to admit, the Heart of Rage is a monster.
Fair point.
So what the storm does, by the way, is hovers. You'll notice with the other javelins, when I hover, I may chuck a clip in of it here if I can find a clip easily in all my recordings, is that your energy, like your coolant, goes down really, really quickly. With the storm, you can hover, I mean the heat is going up, but you can do it for pretty much indefinitely. And then you can kind of call down artillery from the sky. I have ice and lightning on currently. But the deal is that you can hover for pretty much, like, just forever, unless you get hit by fire damage. As you can see, moving around does up the heat a bit, but by the look of it, when you're cooled, you can actually just stay there forever. So as long as it's raining, you probably can just float forever, which I was unaware of, but it's good to know. Flying still takes pretty much the same amount, though. It's just the hovering that you can do for a long time.
You should be getting close to the tomb.
You really think the monster General Tarsis fought was the cenotaph?
Honestly, I can't wait to find out. Picking up Dominion chatter in the area. Watch your back.
Good to know. This looks like a tomb. Also looks really cool. Oh cool, it's an instant stereo. That makes sense.
We're inside. Look at this place.
Great. I've got Halleck practically climbing my amplifier to watch.
You think this is really it? The General's tomb?
Let's find out.
Be careful. Just because humans couldn't find the tomb all these years doesn't mean it's empty.
True, I suppose. That loading screen was insanely fast. So it seems to depend on what it's actually loading. It can load an instance, like, almost immediately on the SSD, which is really nice. Ooh, collectibles. And that was the last one. I did the challenge. Sweet.
Scorpions. There must be a nest.
There won't be for long.
Ooh, another chest. Also another collectible. I don't know if this gives me anything. Still gives me Arcanist loyalty, which is really nice. Cool. Oh, actually, it seemed to have started another collection. So you don't have to find them in order. You can just find them, and the first 10 gives you one, and then the second 10 gives you another achievement, and you just keep getting achievements. That makes sense. Because it seemed weird that I would find the 10 that I needed to just randomly. But it seems like you can essentially just... In fact, you could probably even farm from the same spot if you went in and out of free play, if I were to hazard a guess. Because that seems like a smarter way of doing it. That way you don't have to like keep track of which ones each player has actually collected and all that kind of stuff. You can just spawn them every time there's a free play. Well, that seemed easy enough. Also, the dodge... The dodge for the storm is the word I'm looking for. I want to get more than one guy in this lightning strike. There we go. It's easy enough. I'm gonna search around here, see if there's any, like, hidden chests or anything. So it seems like a good idea. Ooh, there's a lock here. Huh. My guess is it's probably a locked door over there that I have to actually do specifically. But maybe not. It could be just like a loot thing. Yeah, it totally is.
Talk to me, Faye. How do I get this door open?
The control mechanism must be inside this room. Take another look around for me.
Right here. I found it.
That's the control for the lock. See what you can do with it.
Huh. Interesting. So it can't be the bottom one because this doesn't have a cross on it on any side. It could be the middle one, I think. Yeah, it could be the middle one. So if I change this one...
Wait, look at the wall.
Yep.
Do you see that carving?
Oh, no shit.
I think it matches the control.
Don't fucking say. There we go. Yeah, middle one.
That's it.
You know, I think mourners would have gathered in this room. There should be an honored guard. At least 4 Lancers. Standing over there.
No one here now.
There's us. Do right by the general in there, Lancer.
Simple enough. I feel like this is a prime place to put like loot. I suppose there's this here. But like, just chest here, that'd be nice. Yeah, it is. It started another one. So I've got 2 out of 20. The first one was like 1, like out of 10. I got 10 of those things and I got like a collection thing. So it's now 20. But they're the same collectibles, it seems. They're just, yeah, okay. It's one after another.
Scorpions? Damn it! Clean out these pests.
How many are nesting in here? All of them?
That ice attack has like kind of a, I think it's called Ice Blast, but it has like a slight tracking component to it. Okay, there's a bunch more there. Also, I can see like, I can see a lock mechanism there. Well, that was easy. Once again, a door, and here's the unlock mechanism, presumably. Triangle, and I assume there's probably one on the other side, maybe? Or at least somewhere else around here. Oh, there's a separate lock. That's intriguing. Sorry if you can hear, like, that. I don't know if you can hear it or not. Whoop, I overheated. I don't know if you can hear it or not. There's someone out there with a jackhammer digging through a root. So if that comes through in the recording, sorry, I'll try my best to get rid of it in post.
The Legion sealed this place up tight.
Of course they did. They were protecting their leader's resting place.
Alright, so there's 2 locks here. Which is intriguing. I've only found one thing on the wall. Let's see if... Okay, that there. I can try, like, every combination of this, I suppose. That would work. Okay, that didn't do anything. So I guess... that, and then I can try every combination of this. Yep. That's one way to do it.
You should look around the room a bit. The clues we need might be nearby.
Is it the same combination for all of them? That seems unlikely. Indeed. I mean, maybe... I mean, it's fairly simple to do this by brute force. Because how much is it going to take you at maximum? There we go. What, 16? Right? Yeah. 16 combinations per pedestal is what it's going to take you at maximum. If you get it wrong every single time.
The pedestals. Try searching around.
Okay, there are actual answers in here apparently. So there's that one which has fallen off the wall, and then that one. That's easy enough. I just didn't see it for the second one. I'll probably see it in post without much trouble if I were to hazard a guess.
Nice work.
They're very simple puzzles. Because it's only a combination of two, you can literally try 1 in position 1, and then do 2 in 1, 2, 3, 4, position 2 for the first one, 1, 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth.
Faye? No sign of a javelin, but I think we just found General Tarsis.
Is she buried in a javelin?
Brave with her signet. A lancer to the end.
If that's really hers, you know what this means? It could open the Fortress of Dawn.
Faye, we have a complication.
He's a cipher projection, a strong one.
Hello again, Freelancer. Happy to see you.
What do you want?
Same as you. I want her javelin. The one that conquered the Heart of Rage.
Why? You a history buff?
Someone's got to inherit what she left behind. I deserve to carry on her legacy.
He's stalling. We can use that. Keep him talking while I break into Dominion communications.
You think you're the next General Tarsis? Well, I had no idea the Dominion was that delusional.
We don't need to be enemies, Freelancer. You think I even give one damn about the Cenotaph or the Heart of Rage? All I want is the Anthem of Creation. Imagine all the good that we could do. We decide what's best for the world. The power of pure creation at our fingertips. More important than General Tarsis.
What happens to the people of Bastion matters more to me.
If they're so damn precious to you, have them. Just give me the Javelin of Dawn. One rusty old javelin in exchange for all those lives? That's generous, don't you think?
He's trying to trace your location. I'm picking up Dominion soldiers in the area.
No, there is no javelin. Get glitched.
Glitched is a really weird...
Faye?
Dominion forces are already in the tomb. Get out fast. You can't lose the signet.
As I said, the storm is pretty damn good at doing damage. Where are you shooting me from? I see the wolf, but he wasn't shooting me, presumably. Actually, they do have like a frost attack, I suppose. Oh, hello.
Will you be alright? I can call the fort, but help will take time to arrive.
Nobody from Fort Tarsis will get here in time. We're on our own.
Simple enough. Oh, there's another storm here. Sweet. What do I take out first? Probably this thing, right? I'm nearly out of shields, which sucks. For now, it should be fairly easy. The brute's gone, so I'm less worried. Oh, shit. Oh, hello. Fairly simple. Oh, there's another one of you. Whoop, that's not good. As long as I can get to full shields, I feel pretty safe. I have a lot of shields on this javelin. I just need to pay attention to my health. Oh, hello. Oh, you're a frost one, so frost damage doesn't do anything to you. That makes sense. I could die here. Hey, dog. Alright, health. That's good.
How's it look, Faye?
The tomb is clear, but there are more outside.
They don't give up, do they?
Interesting. I don't know. I've noticed that they have, like, enemy despawning. And I don't know whether or not that despawning happens because of time or because you kill enough enemies. I think it's probably if you kill enough enemies, but I don't know why they just don't stop spawning more enemies. I'm searching for loot, by the way, because I wasn't paying attention for drops. I think I've got it. Actually, no, what it probably is in case, like, enemies get stuck in walls or something, so they keep spawning enemies, and then when you've killed enough, they then just despawn the extras. Probably makes sense. Yeah, that's probably a good workaround. Something they've thought about, at least. Because I can imagine enemies getting stuck in walls in a game like this. And that's not even necessarily, like, bad game design on their side, or, like, bad programming on their side. That's just when you've got, like, spaces like this.
Sending you directions to meet us.
On my way.
You know what? Fuck you.
When you said there were Dominion outside, did you mean all the Dominion?
Just run. You need to get out of there. Fast.
Bullshit, I can kill him. Nothing. Cool. Easy enough. Oh wow, okay, yeah, there's some more. That should keep me slightly safer. There's one thing I really like about this game. The seamless flight from air straight into water is really, really cool. And it just reminds me of Iron Man, you know what I mean? They need to make an Iron Man with this kind of mechanic. I'd love an Iron Man game like that. Yoink.
You're in the clear, I think.
That was close. I'm getting really sick of that guy.
I'll admit, I didn't expect us to run into this much trouble. I expected dangerous wildlife. Maybe scars.
That's the second time I've run into the Monitor. I think I'd actually prefer nurses.
I was just stopping here so I would finish the conversation, just in case it immediately like exits me as soon as I reach here, which I assume it's going to.
I'm back. With the signet even.
Good work. Let's get you inside.
Okay, that probably would have been fine. But these load times are a hell of a lot better on this SSD, which isn't surprising, but like, with how long they were on the mechanical, I was expecting longer than they are on the SSD. Like, we'll see with this one. To the fact where I don't even have to edit them out for a lot of them. Like, the in-between those instance areas, I didn't even have to... I'm not even going to cut that out, because it was like literally like 4 or 5 seconds. Not even. See, this one's a bit longer, but even still, you're talking like... in the range of about like 20 seconds. Maybe half a minute. Yeah, see, there you go. That's not horrible.
Well, I didn't think you were going to make it.
Get those brackets up to the cockpit and lock the control panel down.
Amplifier is secure.
Check the breakers.
Done. Got him when I came in.
Well, I guess you're good for something. Besides getting the Monitor on our trail.
Wait, seriously?
That's hilarious, mate, because... the cockpit is secure.
This job is hard enough without looking over our shoulders the whole time.
I'm not taking the blame for this. The Monitor was chasing you, not me.
And without us, you wouldn't have found the General's signet?
Admit it. You needed me. You still need me.
Need you. I don't need anyone.
Save it. We have more important things to discuss. The Monitor is after the Anthem.
Faye.
People think the Dominion are after the Cenotaph power, but the Cenotaph is nothing. The Anthem of creation is everything. To control it is everything.
Okay, but what could he even do with it?
What could he do with the power of life and death, creation and destruction?
He would be a god.
Faye, even if the Anthem can do all that,
It's not like there's a manual.
No one can control the Anthem. The Shapers couldn't. The Dominion can't.
Listen to me. He's heard it. I know he has. It's in his voice. I can just feel it. He won't stop. He'll never stop unless he figures it out. I know he won't.
Okay, you know what? One thing I think we can all agree on is it's getting pretty dangerous out there, right? And since Faye has the whole cipher thing under control, why don't I watch your backs from the field?
Owen.
What about this whole javelin here? Look, I can pilot this.
no. That's mine. Custom built. You couldn't even walk in it.
But I could
No! You have no idea what the Heart of Rage can do to a person.
I'll be fine.
Really? Have you ever fought anything out there? Scars, a chimera.
I would learn along the way.
Owen, remember Princess Sims? The disaster? You almost died.
At least let me try.
You are a cipher. Almost every cipher who's been near that storm has gone mad. We put you on a javelin and try to reach the cenotaph. You'll get us all killed.
Now isn't the time for this.
Okay. Got it.
Well, crap.
I'll give him some time. He's got to learn for himself what he can and cannot do.
I suppose so.
Listen. You were right.
About what, exactly?
If I'm honest, I'm not ready to deal with the Dominion Lancers on my own.
Well, it's not like anybody would be ready for that.
We need you if we're gonna pull this off. So welcome aboard.
Alec, thanks.
I'll get the Strider moving.
Come see me when you're ready.
All right.
What's next? The Fortress of Dawn? You're always 10 steps ahead, Faye. Fill me in.
I can use the signet of General TARSIS to unseal the gate. Whatever she knew about the cenotaph must be inside, along with her javelin.
Will that old suit of armor really get us through the Heart of Rage?
It's our best shot.
What do you want me to do? Just stand in the corner and look pretty again?
Keep an eye out for the monitor.
And if he shows up?
No one can get inside the fortress but us. Whatever turns up, I'll make sure we're ready for it.
Good luck with that.
Owen, hey.
Yeah, he's definitely going to betray us, I feel. Or... yeah, it feels too much like a betrayal kind of arc currently. Although, I'm kind of on his side at the moment. Like, Jesus, everyone's treating him like shit. Alright, so I'll go through any conversations we have here. We have a few. We've got Tassin. We have Johnny, which we haven't spoken to in ages. And then Owen, Faye, and Halleck. That's everything? Yeah, that's everything. Sweet.
That girl in the market, Serna?
I was hoping you might stop by.
Why? You looking for information?
Not at the moment. I thought it would be nice to chat without an agenda.
All right, let's talk.
Did you know the corvus is a small, swift bird with black plumage?
Thanks for that. I'll remember it the next time I go bird watching.
My mistake. Here, I thought you were interested in corvus.
I've heard about Corvus, but you've never talked about yourself.
I understand. That's reasonable. Within Corvus, my title is Factor. I'm in charge of all agents near Fort Tarsis.
Why'd they choose you?
That's classified, but I can tell you I graduated top of my class.
Then why are you in Fort Tarsis?
I didn't want to be stuck in a soft job back in the capital. I chose this assignment.
How far will you go to defeat the Dominion?
That, I can't answer.
But you do expect me to be part of your solution.
Of course. You're an important weapon in our arsenal.
Thanks, Tassin. It's good to know I have a place in your arsenal.
You're welcome. Now you know a bit about me.
Yeah, a bit.
It's better than nothing.
Is it?
I actually told you more than I intended. You're good at questioning. I'll be in touch.
You're good at questioning from a intelligence agent. Probably a bigger compliment than she probably even intended to give. Alright.
Lucky Jack's been a busy one. Shipper relics are playing havoc.
It feels like they try to like push some kind of romantic thing between her. And her as well, actually. Sayona does the same thing where she kind of gets awkward around you. Who else do we have? Oh yeah, Johnny is up here, that's right.
Hey, look who it is.
Hey, Johnny.
Sounds like things are really happening for you.
Yeah.
Amazing. I hear the Bard is already writing stories about you. And you're not even dead.
You know that I have to share the credit. A freelancer is better with the team. And I have Faye and Halleck.
And Owen.
The whole fort seems like
Thank
it's
you.
buzzing. You must feel proud.
What? Of the fort?
It's bustling. All the bustling? That's you. Decent food and weird stuff for sale again? Feels brighter, it doesn't smell. That's you.
I'm not responsible for the smell.
Well, no. But you're dealing with the scars and helping the Arcanists, which makes the Sentinels less cranky. Freelancers are gathering here again. They're coming from enclaves across Bastion.
Feeling different about your hometown, Johnny?
Yes, I suppose so. We'll see. It's complicated.
Wow, that took a turn.
It's okay. Shake it off.
Say, you know freelancer Yarrow, right?
Yeah. No. We don't really talk anymore.
Okay.
Well, you should get back to your adventures.
That's weird.
Thanks for the talk, Johnny. Thanks for pointing out the good things.
You're welcome. Weird how sometimes it takes just one person to change the world.
It is true, actually. Sometimes it does just take one person. Like, there's always this attitude that, like, one person isn't enough to, like, one person, I'm too small, I can't do anything. But one person can make a hell of a difference. Particularly with the idea of, like, morale boosting or whatever. What is my daily today?
Hey, stop by, right?
Okay, complete a stronghold, I can do that. Oh, is it complete a stronghold or complete 10 strongholds? No, 10 hours complete a stronghold. Okay, well I'll do that after this episode probably. So that'll get done, I suppose.
Hello. Good to see you.
You're in a good mood.
It seems I've become a bit of a celebrity. Word's getting round about us. About me and you, and Faye and Halleck, blah, blah, blah.
Wait, are you drunk?
Nope. Don't drink. Just reveling in my newfound,
Celebrity?
perspective. Even hope. Although I won't lie, I am enjoying the notoriety. TARSIS finally feels like home.
It's good to see you happy.
I've really grown to like the people here. They like me, and I like them.
So, you ready to settle down here?
In fact, I might be. Maybe after our mission. They say hearing the anthem changes a person. So if I do hear it, which I desperately hope to, who knows what the future holds? Faye heard it. Did she change?
You should ask her yourself. It's not for me to say.
Yeah, I don't think Faye likes me enough for a chat like that.
I will say she seems driven to hear it again.
Yes. A kind of desperate yearning. I'm jealous, if I admit it.
Of Faye?
Sure. Let's go with that.
Owen, you were right there when we found the tomb, and you'll be there when we beat the Monitor. We're a team, okay?
We really are a team. You mean that?
Yeah, Owen, I mean it. And we've been a team for a long time. We're good together.
I just hate being put on the sidelines. You can ask anyone around here, they'll tell you how great I am. Brave, smart, funny.
A minute ago, you were all happy. What's up?
I'm fine. Let's skip the touchy-feely.
You know, I'm not looking to replace you. I never would have looked for Faye and Halleck if we didn't need them.
It's circumstances.
Exactly.
And you have to grab those because they may never come again. No, I get it. Thank you.
This is a big deal for us, saving our people from the Dominion.
The Monitor. He's a powerful guy and terrifying.
Impressive cipher.
Who is his own Lancer, by the way?
I've been waiting for you to mention that.
You do know me so well.
That's funny. Although I thought the whole point of having a cipher was they could give you intel and stuff. So if you're your own cipher, like... Yeah, I don't know. I don't get how he's his own cipher. I don't really understand how that works.
So, this Monitor guy, he can do some spooky shit.
And he isn't going away.
Okay, since we're in this for real now, I gotta ask. You up for this? Going head to head with him?
I wouldn't have agreed to this job if I wasn't. We'll beat him.
Well, you hold on to that confidence. Javelin locks up otherwise. The mental connection to your suit is everything.
Anyone ever fake it?
Nah, plenty of things you fake, especially as you get older. Like waking up to pee 4 times a night in the Strider. No, Faye. Wasn't me who left the toilet seat up. But being a freelancer, you either got it or you don't. And if you don't, life is just waiting to kick your ass.
See, I want to hit 2, but my fear is that it will actually be aggressive and not the friendly jab I'm hoping it to be. I'm gonna do it anyway, fuck it.
So that must be why you're here. Life wanted to kick my ass.
Life got a 2-for-1 with us. Throw us together and we both get kicked in the nuts.
Glad we're enjoying each other's company so much.
Hey, it keeps Faye happy. Said she needed a break from me. See you around, kid.
Yeah, that went pretty much how I wanted it to go. That's alright. And finally, Faye.
Faye, are you busy?
Arden Varsa wrote that the Legion of Dawn unleashed the voice of the heavens. He had to mean the anthem.
I'll take that as a yes.
No, you're a welcome distraction. That's the great thing about being a cipher. I can worry about thousands of things simultaneously at speeds no ordinary person could hope to attain.
Interesting. So do they have brain augmentation? Or is it simply, like... Is it a genetic thing where some people are born to be ciphers? Or is it like an implant thing that actually does surgery on their head that then... I think it must be like an actual, like... mechanical integration thing, right? Because it says that they all come back broken. So if you all have, like, something shoved into your brain, I could see that being a thing.
if you want a distraction, I've got a couple card tricks I've been working on.
Still trying the one where you change an ace into a general?
I'll get it. Eventually.
You said that 2 years ago.
Yes, but remembering it has now taken your mind off our mission.
All right, that's fair.
Why is the inventor of javelin armor worrying you right now?
Not personally. At the moment, anyway. It's the Monitor. I can't stop thinking about the many, many bad outcomes if he gets the Anthem.
Okay, I'll bite. What do you see him doing with it?
He could change the world.
That's kind of vague.
Imagine you woke up tomorrow as a Dominion Lancer, and you always had been.
The Monitor could do that.
The Anthem could. This isn't good to think about. Maybe we should continue this later.
That's insanely powerful. I mean, kind of a
What are
like
the chances that Matthias will spend his time writing
Deus Ex Machina type MacGuffin, but like, I knew it was powerful, but I was thinking more like destruction of the earth, volcanoes, floods, give him the power to just destroy all of his opponents. But if you're talking like rewriting of history, that's some serious power. I now get why they kind of worship it as a god, particularly if you hear it. Like, if you hear it whispering to yourself, something with that kind of power, that's kind of insane. Alright, now I think that's everything. Looks like it. So, between episodes, I'm going to do this Stronghold. I will record it and chuck it up as a separate video. I won't chuck it in the playlist. Maybe I'll chuck it in both playlists, we'll see. And then next time, we'll enter the Fortress of Dawn, it would seem. Seems like we're getting towards the end of it, which is kind of weird, because I also feel like I'm just starting it. So, thanks for watching, I shall see you next time. Bye.